What's going on, everybody? How the hell you doing? I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Art War, and actually, I know that today's I almost said Friday. It's still
No,
Saturday,
Saturday.
February the 1st,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I know. We usually have our stuff going on Mondays when we do our lives, when we bring guests on. We got family members on. We got people sharing their stories and all of that good stuff. However, we got a lot of changes happening here in the family. We've got a group of just amazing, just talent from rappers to DJs to entertainment throughout that I have had the pleasure of meeting. From jumping on with my brother Skylar Ray over on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can catch us at Music and Mayhem, and through that, I tell you, I have had the opportunity to meet some just incredible artists, incredible talent, DJs, rappers, musicians, producers, editors, and it's just been a great experience. And I've definitely got one tonight. I'm going to bring on here in a second, but before doing that, I got to bring on the one and only OG.
Okay.
There you go.
Put me on. Hi, guys. How are
OG,
you?
yeah, she's in the house and she's doing her thing.
Got my pen in hand. I'm ready to write.
She's got pen ready to go. So if there's any questions at all for, I almost said a guest before bringing them on, you just let her know. You know how she does.
Yep.
She's going to be taking care of everything. So, OG, I'm going to pop you out of here.
See ya.
And now, like I said, we got talent coming in from all over the place. And tonight is no exception. So let's bring him on right now. DJ Boom is in the house. What's happening, brother?
I'm looking for the talent you were talking about. Where's the talent?
Oh, man, I'm looking right at you, man.
Check the closest mirror, baby.
Oh, man, how you doing?
I'm waiting for the other window to open up for the talent.
Well, right now I'm looking at you, DJ Bobby Boom.
Well, I guess we all have a talent, right?
Well, you know what? DJ, I never said what the talent was. So
there it is.
hey,
we all have a talent.
Yes,
It don't have to be a good one. We all might have a talent.
I never specified, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I am good, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to pop on here with us. It's been a good ride here, but a great ride with the people I've met through Skylar Ray and our brother, of course, King Handsome, and everyone else, man. They, old King Handsome, man, he couldn't stop talking about you.
Really?
So,
He's got some good love for you.
I hope it was good.
Well, I had to stop because I was like, oh shit, no, man, he did, and just everything that's going on with you. So, I'm just getting to know you. I've seen all your stuff. You are a busy motherfucker, man. Do you ever sleep?
Yeah, at nighttime. Late night.
It doesn't look like it because every time, man, you got this event, you got that event, you got this show, that shows. I mean, right now, man, first of all, why don't you just fill everyone in, man? A little bit about you, where you're at.
Where you from? Where
I'm at? Well, I'm in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
What my company does is we've been putting on local, unsigned, not just local, but just unsigned or independent artists from around the globe for probably about the last 15 years now.
Wow.
All right.
And we started off as a podcast without visuals because 15 years ago we didn't have live and visuals and all that shit. And then once live and visuals came out, we jumped right into that. And we've been on Facebook Live ever since.
Cool.
Man, I know because you said
you could go live.
Yeah, because you've been doing this. You said that you got your first gig. What'd you say? You were 16 when you started doing this?
16 years old when I started DJing. I started DJing with a guy named Chris Bianchi. He was older than me at the time. He was a guy that had the money and the equipment at the time. So I went with him, and I was his help. He was the DJ. I was his help. There were times where he would go out, and I would get to DJ while he was out, and we'd switch back and forth.
So
go ahead.
No, so you basically, man, that was like a hell of an apprentice, man. You're just on the job, learning from the best right there. So that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, we did that together. I want to say the first club was Main Street Pub. We did that for probably about 8 months. We went over to a place at the bus terminal. It was a restaurant called City Lights that had a bar. We were there for a little while. From there, we went to Jake's. Jake's was a great spot in the city for a long time. Matter of fact, Busta Rhymes went over there and punched somebody in the face and got arrested.
Hey, we all got our claim to fame, man.
You know what I mean?
swear.
So,
Hey,
so you know something good's going on, and Busta Rhymes is getting arrested, right?
you got that. Well, like they say, it's not a party till something or someone gets broke.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You know, and
Man.
I want to say from over there is probably about when I separated from Chris Bianchi, and I
Mhm.
only want to say we separated because I got a girlfriend,
Okay.
and vagina became more important in my life for a few years.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, it
priorities,
happens.
priorities. You know,
I don't
you
know if
got
it's I don't know if it's good priorities, but it was something that felt like I needed to chase at the time.
well, it was
Nice
either
at the time.
Yep.
yeah, okay. Well, we got Stacy jumping on right now. Stacy is actually Skylar Ray's mom, so she's jumping on here showing some love for you.
Okay. How you doing, Mom?
And we got, but yeah, man, I tell you what, so you must have been all the talent you saw coming in at such a young age, man. For them to sit there and be coming in and you doing all that stuff, obviously you were pretty damn good at that young age to sit there and be running these parties and getting things going.
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved to party. Even at
Uh,
this age I am at right now, I still want to party. I still want to go fucking crazy. You know what I mean? It's just how I am. It's in my soul. You know what I mean? I like to party.
Mm-hmm.
but and obviously with
You
your
came to
job,
party.
man, well, you're the center of attention, man, when it comes to it. But then again, you just get it going and you just keep it rolling. So
That's it.
seeing watching your stuff, I've been watching your page and your shows and all that stuff. I've seen some of these shows, the different hosts and all that stuff, and seeing different styles. And I don't like to say you either got it, you don't, because obviously when you're starting out, you're getting your own style and you just improve your craft. But
Yep.
I've seen a lot of people, and man, I tell you what, trying to force it or be something that they're not, and really just trying to do that, and it's just, you can't fool the crowd, man. You get these guys in there trying to be something they're not, and they will call you out in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
your
yeah.
energy, I mean, watching your stuff, you're pretty cool. You get the crowd going, that's for sure.
Yeah, we try like hell. Let's put it that way. We try like hell. Sometimes
Yeah,
some people are tough. Some places are tough. It's tough to read the room sometimes.
yeah, you're
But once
doing that.
once you get it, you got it.
Yeah, I
Once you get it, you got it.
oh, definitely. So when you're doing like how many you got all these different shows in that. Why don't you give us a little rundown of what DJ Boom's like, as far as your shows, your podcast, what all do you got going on, man, so we can get that out there for our people.
All right. Let me bring up some of the shows here that
Yeah,
we're talking
because
about.
Yeah.
I know that I had some
I've
that I
got
posted already.
Did you notice his nice mic box?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, Boom, did you hear that? She's checking out your nice box.
yes. Keep my
Man,
box. Hey, keep my box out of your mouth.
Ever since the minute we started here, man, she's been on you, boy. She's just like right
I
from the
know.
beginning. It's like,
I-
oh, geez, feisty.
Woo.
She's like, if you want my body and you think I'm sexy, call my baby, let me know.
Who do I see on here now?
Tyler's here.
Oh, he's in the house. Skylar, how you doing,
The
Skylar?
boss is in the house.
Yeah.
Boy,
But-
okay, here we go. Here's a March show. All right, I know we got a February show coming up this Friday. For some reason I'm having a hard time finding that flyer, but I got March's flyer, which is
Okay.
Bring in the March.
Okay.
Tell us.
We got Han Honcho, Big Skip, B Loco, Third Eye Tribe, Crazy Pain, Classic, CEO Chino, Music Man, and Deadly Combination on that one for artists. For
Okay.
vendors, we got Mad Creations, Felicity's Treasures, and Zuli's Kitchen. Now, Zuli's Kitchen's got some good shit.
Yeah.
If you want to eat, you want to eat some of that nighttime club food. Zuli's Kitchen got the stuff for you.
All right.
I was watching your show you did the other night when you had King Handsome on here. You guys were just shooting the shit. How
Okay,
often? Bar Talk. Yeah. How often is that on? What's that schedule
we
like?
do that every Tuesday.
Is it every Tuesday? Because I'm
right.
trying to get this.
The theme of that show is just kind of just as if you were hanging out in a bar. You just talking random talk, whether it be sports, politics, even though we try not to go that route because everybody gets all fucked up.
Yeah.
But whatever the hell it is that we're talking about, I make a drink of the night. I try to make that before the show, so if anybody at home wants to make the drink with me, they can.
Okay.
And we just run it that way. Now, in February 18th, we're running a new segment to Bar Talk called Bar Fight. What happens in bars when you drink too much? It comes to bar fights. Bar Fight is going to be an actual hip hop rap battle.
There you go.
Okay.
So we're going to try to do a couple of them and add that to the Bar Talk at least once a month for now. If we could do it more than that, then great for us. But it takes a little while to get a battle going unless you're doing a freestyle battle, and people aren't really interested too much in freestyle battles as well as they are something that's well prepared.
Yeah, and your show, it's the Bar Talk and all that. Like I said, I'm the new guy in this shit. I've only been jumped into the old social media podcast stuff. It's only been a year now, so I'm just taking bits and pieces of watching and learning. So that's why I like watching your stuff, watching everyone else, and just taking little pieces. But at the same time, always making sure that I'm staying true to myself and never trying to portray being like too much of you, too much of someone else, and then just being a fucking bullshitter. And but it's funny because you're talking about Bar Talk. That's something that I got going with Skylar Ray. He was a guest on the show, and we hit it off, man. It just was a good flow. And afterwards, I'm like, damn, man, we should start doing something. And I go, well, you with all your music, and we all have crazy stories, music and mayhem. And it's kind of like the same premise where it's like, you know what? Let's just let it rip. There is no agenda. There's no script. It's kind of like what's yours. And it really took off, man. So because it's no expectations of which way we're going to go.
Sometimes like an organic show like that is just the best fucking thing. It's not all scripted and fake. And it's, you're not always looking down and reading something, trying to, you're just engaging, you're talking, you're looking at your camera, you're talking to your guests. It's a different feel.
Yeah, and that's for sure, because that's one thing, like I said, trying to pick up different things is, man, you take that instant and you could lose the room, you could lose your crowd, you get some dead air and all that shit. It's just like, whoa, I mean, 1 minute, man, you're like the king, you're like, look at this shit, and then you do too many you're fucked. But one personal request later can fuck up the whole room. Oh man, I mean, this is so cool for me because, like I said, this is all new. As far as like the music part of this stuff, and like I said, I am so blessed to have someone, to the stature of Skylar Ray, King Handsome, and everybody that's been kind enough to invite me into this circle, and it means a lot to me, and I definitely don't ever take it for granted. But
I have every intention of going to that Connecticut show to meet y'all, by the way.
You're gonna be there in September or August, September.
I have every intention of going to that Connecticut show.
Oh my!
Well, we'll be there.
Unless I'm dead or sick as a dog, I have every intention of going to that show.
Okay,
Skylar, you hear that?
You know what? This just threw something in there too, because I was just realizing, because people were asking when we're all going to be together in person because they want to meet us. And I knew we were going to do it, but then Handsome was like, man, we're all going to be there in person. I was like, holy shit, that's right. I go, oh, we going to jail. Shit. So now we know that DJ Boom is hopefully with every intention going to be there, because I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys. Doing this, getting to see what you do on your shows is the first thing that catches you. Like I said, with those guys, first and foremost, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what you do, how you present it. And it just brings back all this stuff. It's like, okay, I want to do that stuff as well. But like, it's just the music industry for some dumb fuck like me. It's just like you watch a video. Okay, they go to this building and they do a video. Man,
A
the
lot of
places,
work.
the producing, the editing, the where you go, the people involved. It's insane, man. So I mean, I'm sure you've had to be part of a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I've been part of a lot of different stuff. I mean, even throughout the industry, we've chosen different lanes and different things to do. Like Boom Squad Radio, we don't just do music. Like
Mhm.
we do plenty of community events for children. We do
All right.
w- we do every year we do God, why am I drawing a blank right now?
It was
Christmas,
the
a
it
toy
was the
drive.
joint. It was the joint.
Yeah, maybe. Never blame the weed.
Never.
Never blame the weed.
Oh,
But we do a Christmas toy drive every year. We've been doing that now for the past 13 years.
that's awesome,
Um,
man.
for the past 2 years now, we've done an Easter egg hunt for the community where we
Oh,
bring out
good.
the Easter bunny. The kids get to take pictures with the Easter bunny. And last year we hit over 5,000 eggs.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
And we didn't really hide them as much as we just kind of tossed them around everywhere because there was just so many of the gosh darn things. But we do hide 5 golden eggs. Those are
Uh,
well hidden. And
okay.
we got big prizes for any kid that finds those. Like last year, we had a couple of Lexus devices. There was a little bicycle. There's a few different
Oh,
prizes.
good.
That is so, and that's one reason I really wanted to jump on this opportunity as far as what I'm doing, bringing you guys on for that reason that you just said just now, because like for me and the person who's not in the industry, I know DJ Boom for your talent and what you do. From what I see at face value, man, your entertainment and everything else.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about all this other stuff. Well, except from Skylar King Handsome and all those guys. But it's just the stuff that you do within your community that is so important that you're giving back, man. I mean, that's just as cool. What else you guys got going on? I mean, I know that you said you got a lot. I mean, you as far as helping out and outreach, what else you got going on?
Well, like I said, we got the Easter egg hunt.
Mhm.
We do that thing. On my birthday, we do a show that we donate all proceeds to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Great
You know,
cause.
last year we were able to donate almost $2,000 to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Beautiful.
Man,
And when's your
I tell-
birthday?
September 13th.
that is such a all the causes, man. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. They're all amazing. We
Yeah, they all got their uses and their
Mhm.
and their purposes.
Yeah, St. Jude has touched my family with their help and kindness for some family members, and then through, I mean, everyone who knows someone who knows someone,
Mhm.
and what a great cause, man! And for you and your community and your guys to do what you do, man, that's awesome, man, and something to be commended. So thank you so much for that as well.
Well, I thank you. I mean, this is all something too that's come back from great ruin. I want to say 3 years ago. See, we started off when we started this. We started this at a place called the Wall Street Station. Me and Aaron Oneida.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, he's
Okay.
coming on.
Another family
Yeah,
member.
he'll be on, I think, Thursday.
Me and Aaron Oneida actually started
Mhm.
Boom Squad. We
Oh,
started
okay.
it way back in 2014. We did some videos. We were DJing. We did showcases. We did a lot of different stuff way back then. And from there, we met a group called BBM, Bad Bitch Mom. That's where Nana Freaky, that's where Nana Freaky Jones and China comes into play, and Infamous Ma. They joined Boom Squad.
All right.
Now from there, we make a big podcast. The podcast starts off, wherever we can have a podcast.
Mhm.
Then we get a studio in her basement, in Nana's basement. Landlord ends up selling the house. We get thrown out of a studio. We're like heartbroken. We don't know what the fuck we're going to do now. Our studio's gone. We end up doing some episodes at my house and shit. We found a music studio place in Taunton that was rented out, little cubicle rooms.
Okay.
So we rented out one of those for like $400 a month, and we did our podcast in there for a long time. And then the owner ended up selling that building. We didn't lose a podcast. What happened was we ended up getting a bigger room.
All right.
Downstairs, there was a whole like half of the room was just it was loaded with junk, trash, like so much trash. It was it took two big ass long dumpsters full to empty it out. Okay, it was a lot of trash and a lot of hard work. But by the time we were done, what we had for $500 a month. Now the people that I lied to all that years ago and told them $1,000, they're going to hear the truth. It was $500 a month. It had heat and electric included. We had a full size stage. We had a full size nightclub. We had a podcast studio. We had a recording studio. We had a merch. We had a merch room just for merch.
All right.
All right. We had a huge place. Mind you, probably now we grown now. We've grown from that little room upstairs, which was probably maybe $5,000 net value. We've grown to about probably 50 to 60,000 net value.
Mm.
Damn.
3 years ago, some bitch burns down.
Oh,
Oh,
Some bitch
man.
burns down. We lose everything. There's no insurance to it because it was an underground nightclub. You know what I mean? You can't really insure something that's kind of illegal.
Kinda. I love that.
Well, it's kind of illegal because you know what I mean. It's private. It was private.
You know what? The only people that right now that just slid right by because we all understood exactly what it was kind of illegal. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
such a thing.
exactly. We got served with a cease and desist because we put out a flyer one time and called it Club Boom. They said we couldn't operate under a name Club Boom. So okay, fine. We didn't operate under a name no more. We didn't. We just operated whatever the fuck we operate is. Come on in. Yeah, and that was during COVID. So mind you, nobody was going. Nobody was able to go out, but they were able to come to my place because it was private. The fucking place was loaded, packed with fucking people making money over fist. It was fucking crazy for a little while. And right before Labor Day, right? Labor Day's the one in the spring, right? The holiday of the spring.
No, you're
No,
about
Memorial
Memorial
Day.
Day.
Memorial Day. Okay.
Yep.
Right before Memorial Day, I bought a brand new grill. I was getting ready to have a whole outdoor party, you know, and then we were going to take it indoors. It's going to be huge. Fucker burns down with my brand new grill. I only made a hamburger on that motherfucker. I was pissed. I only made a hamburger on that bad boy. Brand new stainless steel infrared grill. It was the dopest thing I ever seen. The knobs lit up and shit when you turned it on. It was
It
dope.
was like a turntable barbecue. All in. I can just see it right now, man. They're notifying you about this place burning down. Okay, man. I hate to inform you, man. DJ Boom, man. We got this problem. The place is up in flames. It's this. Everything's gone. What do you mean everything? My fucking barbecue is gone. I lost my barbecue.
I wish it was just a barbecue, man. You know, I lost an
Man.
Eminem side. I lost an Eminem side album. I lost a
man.
Dr. Dre side album. I lost Snoop Dogg album. I lost a 50 Cent album. I had the whole group, you know what I mean, with a big boombox from like that breakdance movie back in the day. I had that boombox.
Oh
And
man.
I lost a lot of cool shit in that joint.
Damn, I tell you that.
And like I said, no insurance. All I had was I had apartment insurance. So what I was able to do was tell them that I used that building for storage. They gave me $5,000.
Okay.
With
Which
all the
wasn't a lot.
equipment, with
Better than a
just a
kick in the teeth.
guesstimate of they gave you 5. What
Yeah.
do you think you lost as far as value wise?
Probably around 40 to probably $40,000 between the coin operated pool tables, the arcade machines, the liquor. There was a lot of liquor. I had one bottle was a $500 bottle that we didn't open yet. We were waiting for a special night. Yeah, we got our special night, all right.
And the money obviously is huge, but the things that you just described, though, I mean, screw the equipment, you can get that back. But what you just described,
Some of the equipment I couldn't get back.
Yeah.
I had my very first DJ system that I started on in that building because that's how much the place meant to me. So I put my first system in there. So that fucker burned down. I can't get that back, you know. But,
It's just the memories, man. Like you said, some of the stuff, the material stuff's one thing, but like the autographs, the personal memorabilia, man, that's something else. And
yeah,
man,
I mean, I got a new collection started behind me. You know, I mean, I got my Snoop Dogg. I had to get this one.
I was just gonna
that's
say,
number
man,
one.
little bit foggy over here, man. Why don't you give a little shout out to what do you got hanging on that wall? Who's
All
up
right,
there?
I've got Snoop Dogg. These are people I've either personally talked to or I've actually met personally.
Okay.
All right. I got Snoop Dogg. I've got Snoopy Badass, which is Snoop Dogg's artist. I've got 50 Cent. I've got John Legend, Lil Wayne. I got Little Easy, which is Easy E's kid.
Yeah.
I've got Kelly Clarkson. I've got Benzino, Terminology, 2 Chainz, The Craft, Tash from the Alcoholics, and I got Jimmy Kang from Wu-Tang.
Wow.
Damn, man. I mean,
I also got Cypress Hill. I've got all of Cypress Hill on a poster over there, and it's a little different. But have you watched maybe a guy called Corey B? He's a comedian on the
I
internet.
know the name. Yep, I heard the name.
He sounds like he might be gay, but he's not.
Okay.
And he makes drinks or foods, weird foods,
Okay.
and he's just fucking hilarious.
We noticed
I
there's
met
no
him-
King
I met
Handsome
him-
on the wall.
What's that?
We noticed
I
there's no
don't have a
King
King
Handsome.
Handsome yet.
Yet.
I got
Yeah,
Freddie
I
Black.
like it. Yeah.
I got Freddie Black, which is King Handsome's tour buddy,
Okay.
tour partner, or whatever you call him. But they're either tour partners or they're partners. I don't know what they're doing, but they're always together doing their thing. That's for sure.
Okay.
It's kind of like a group, but it's not a group, right?
Okay.
It's a duo,
King
trio, a
Handsome, help me
group.
out. King Handsome, help me out, man.
Come on. Yeah, where are you, Wolf?
Yeah, he
Come
got
on
that
now.
Help me out. Are you guys like a group, or are you guys just like you like?
You know,
collab?
right,
I think
right
it's a
now,
collaboration.
there
That
you go.
sounds like the right word.
See, right now, Wolf's just sitting here going like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fucking mess. Right now, he's like, boom, you a mess. Just shut up.
Oh, man, now I tell you what, man, he's got mad respect for you too, because that day I popped on, I saw you guys when he was on, you guys were going back and forth, and people were chiming in, saying their hellos, and our family member Danny and Katie. Danny and Katie are they're just amazing.
Angels.
And they told you
He
that.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, remember we told you what happened. Skylar and Kayla, they broke down and they drove 9 hours each way, 9 hours to help them out. And I remember that was the first I was watching you, and here you are in the background, and you're like, "Get the fuck out!" And then you go, "Nobody would drive 9 hours for me."
Man, I'm stuck. My ass be stuck with the fucking sign, the thumb out, like help.
But also, I did get a response because Hanson was like, "Nah, man, that wouldn't happen. I got you." He goes, "I got you, boom. I
he
got
said
you."
he'd get me.
Well,
Hopefully, we never have to test that, though.
I was just gonna say, we were talking about that. Someone else came on. I had on the show. We were talking about just that and how some of these fans are just so badass and stuff they do. And someone said something about breaking down, and they said something about me and OG. OG's like, "Oh, we'd never let that happen." I go, "Yeah, I'd come and get you." OG's like, "Well, I wouldn't, but I'd have a driver come and get you." I was like, "Oh,
We have AAA.
hey, whatever." Yeah, she's like AAA. You know, 2 men in a truck, whatever.
I've actually got a fan that we're supposed to meet today that's coming down from Omaha. He's already down from Omaha. He's in the city now, and he's all excited to meet us. So if we end up dead or missing, it's because of him.
So you either got a fan or a stalker,
Yeah.
Yes.
or a combination of.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
boy.
So hopefully it's just a fan and it's all love, So we just,
So-
we meet him, we get to talk some shit, that'd be great. But if we
So-
if we disappear, remember what I told you, so you can tell the police, hey.
And we'll do that. And if by chance, if you're able to grab your phone and do a live, just stare and just do that blinking.
Blink. Blink.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Hey, say, DJ, hey, boom, you all right?
No, help!
You fucking got me. I was just about to screw that blinking. Fuck no, I'm not okay.
Yeah, fuck no, help! Send help now!
Oh, oh man, that's awesome, man. I tell you, I really appreciate you coming on, and you know, I mean, because you know what, people like give me shit. They're like, you don't know anything about any of these people. I go, well, first of all, Skylar Ray King Handsome aren't going to steer me wrong, and if they're that
Mhm.
solid on someone, I got no fucking worries at
Mhm,
all.
mhm.
And so
I mean,
it's just like,
are you supposed to know everybody you interview? I mean, I
No,
don't
no,
think you can. That is
no.
impossible.
I mean, it's called the first for a reason. You know what?
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, did you, you know, and these are just other individuals who know about me just starting out. They're like, well, man, you need to do this, this, and this. I'm like, well, you need to kiss my ass. I'm going to do what I want to do in my way. And they're like, get the backstory. Talk to him an hour or so before. I go,
Yeah, no.
no, fuck that. I want the shock and awe just like everyone else. When I find out this son of a bitch has turned into some psycho and he's going crazy doing all this stuff, I want to be sitting there going, oh, yeah, you know, just like you said,
Yeah.
no, I'm not okay. Fucking help.
Yeah, fucking help. Help.
Oh, God.
Oh man. So I'm sure the stories that you have, I can't even imagine. But you got anything
Well, we
that,
stopped at Bad Bitch
that's like
Mom.
stuck in your head, and like some crazy, just either at the clubs or the entertainers or something that happened where even you are like, did that just fucking happen? I mean, any kind of just, I mean, whatever, just something as
There-
funny as hell.
There's been so many. I mean, I can
I
think of one right now. I called it the Coke Wave fight. All right, because you know when they say catch the wave, you know, and they had the wave going in the studio and in the stadiums
His
during the
hands, yep.
games and shit. It's what this fight looked like. There was so many people fucking fighting, and it went from one parking lot, and they were just fighting in bands, and it was just like all over the damn parking lot. And then it went down to the end. We got this overpass where the train goes over, and you heard pop, 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 and
Uh,
I jumped on the ground, and people went running like cockroaches. Like the whole wave just went, and it was nobody.
And that it's funny you say that too about the fight, how it almost looked like it's just like a smooth orchestra, like a symphony of just
Yeah, it
sound
was like just
and
da da
movement.
da 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 da. You know, it was just like that until the fucking pop 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 and everything just went.
It went
Cars,
from a
people, gone.
it went from a beautiful symphony of ballet to a mosh
Yeah,
pit.
to a fucking fart in church.
Oh man, I tell you, that's how it goes too, man. I said some of these events where you look at these things, it's just like, let's see, we got crazy ass music, we got drugs, we got alcohol. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, well, that's what I tell people all the time, you know, and they're like, "Oh, they should act like that." I was like, "Dude, you know, you just add alcohol and instant asshole.
Mhm.
You know, and it don't matter who it is. Everybody's their own bird. Everybody's acts differently on alcohol. Some people can be really, really chill. Some people get really, really aggravated. Some people get really, really talkative. Some people get really, really quiet. You know, it just matters what person you're running into on that day. Hey, and sometimes that one person can be all of them.
Damn it! I
Can
swear to
be
God,
all of them.
this is scary, man. Because that one brain cell that I'm sharing with you is exactly what I was going to say. I had, God bless him, man. He's no longer with me. My brother, Jerry. That's some bitch. You just described him because he would go through. We'd call him the Jerry face. He'd be all drunk and just happy, smiling. I mean, you couldn't get a more jovial guy. And then as the night's
Yep.
going on, all of a sudden the talking started to slow down, and then all of a sudden you got this, like the glare, kind of looking over at people, and then he's like, "What's he looking at?" Well, oh, once you heard what's he looking at, then he got quiet, and then the Jägermeister started to flow. Then after the Jägermeister started to flow, then I look across. When I saw Jerry opening his eyes using his eyebrows, I knew it was trouble because he'd be like, yeah, and then it was on. It's like he goes, that motherfucker. He goes, hey, Jerry, what are you doing? I'm gonna kick that motherfucker's ass. Why?
Yep. Well,
He's
angry
staring.
Gary.
He's staring at me. I go, Jerry. He goes, you've been I fucking him the whole time, man. Well, he's staring at me first. Oh, but oh yeah. I mean, you
Yep.
just described it though. You could have the happy drunk, the being drunk, or you can have the all-in-one Bonus
Mhm.
drunk.
Absolutely. And there's somebody you might have a good conversation with too. David John Kendrick. What's going on, dude? We know he's well known as the Music Man. He's got a
I
lot of
do.
different types of tracks from hip hop to like uh almost like folk music sometimes. You know what I mean? It just
Little bit
depends on
of
what he's doing. Like he's a
That
music man.
kind of depends on the vibe. Depends on what you
Yeah.
do. I tell you what, David John Kendrick, hit me up. Hit up OG, and this is what this is all about. I mean, I just love getting to know. First of all, like I said, when I meet the people like Skylar and King Handsome, DJ Boom, and all that, the first thing is the talent. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna say DJ Boom, man, that guy's the greatest caregiver guy that does for charity. I didn't know shit about him, but now I do. And so, please, if you're interested, David John Kendrick, please hit us up, man. It'd be an honor to have you come on with us, man. And that goes out to all you guys. If they're tight in your circle, then let's do this.
I
Sweet.
may reach out to him now.
So what else you got going on, man? There's got to be something else happening.
There's all kinds of things that are
I know. I
happening,
mean,
you know?
it's just
Like I'm,
nonstop. with,
I'm preparing right now for the Easter egg hunt. That's going to be happening in a couple of months now. You know, Easter's coming sooner than later.
you know what you were talking about. I swear. I know I keep jumping around, but a lot of the stuff you say, as far as like some of your shows, it's like some of the same things that my thoughts, different ideas. But when you were talking about the Easter egg hunt back in mid 90s, back here in Detroit, where I'm at, we had 96.3 WHYT, and there was the DJs Michael J. Fox and Sonny Joe Harris. And Sonny Joe, yeah, there was always a white Christmas when me and Sonny Joe were around. And they had the white cash Corvette, and it was around Christmas time, or I'm sorry, around Easter time. He goes, "Hey, Manny, give me a hand, man. It's around Easter." He goes, "We're going to Denby High, and it's predominantly a black high school, and we're going to do Easter egg hunt and all that, and we want to dress up in bunny outfits." So there's me and Sonny Joe. Big old ears, and we're out there dancing around, looking like motherfuckers. All of a sudden, this kid,
Sweating like
about
pigs.
12 years old, must have been. Everyone's laughing, doing the same thing you're doing. This little dude walks up, and I'm sitting there. And he goes, "You can tell there's a white boy in there."
Oh
He
no!
goes, "What?" He goes, "That white bunny got no rhythm."
Oh shit!
Oh man, he
Ah,
was.
shit.
Oh, it was so funny. And I go, "Come on, man, I'm the bunny man." He goes, "You ain't no bunny man." But it was so much fun. But
A lot of people don't understand too how hot it is in that son of a bitch.
oh,
They don't
my
understand. Like I did the Easter Bunny in the malls. Like I've sat there on the throne and let all the kids sit there, and some kids pee on you, the little buggers. All right? They pee on you. But one time being the Easter Bunny, I literally fell asleep inside the hen, and the whole
Oh,
head come
no.
falling forward. Thank God that they strap it to the back of the suit because I just and the head fell forward and they woke me up like, "Oh, Easter Bunny, Easter Bunny," and I'm like, "Oh." Like, I think we need to take you on a break.
yeah,
Pulled
and
me
we
out of
also
that suit. I was just wet from head to bone.
they're like, "Okay, we got to give the Easter Bunny a break, and we got to get this little kid therapy." I mean,
Yeah, because
here's
Easter Bunny basically died while he was on his lap.
oh man, it's a lot of the arenas, the events, and the clubs. I'm sure they're all over the place, all different venues and stuff like that. What's the biggest venue that you were able to take part of?
Probably back in the day was the Complex. It was in Providence. It was a club that had 4 different clubs in it. Or was it 3? 3 different clubs. It had this like 80s type vibe room on the bottom. Up top had a rock and roll room, and then it had a techno room. And the fucking techno room was wild. Like there were people doing some weird shit in that mother hubba. All right, they're doing some weird shit. Like drugs were wild when techno came out. I'll tell you what. Motherfuckers were on horse tranquilizers. They were on fucking ecstasy pills. They're feeling themselves and lights and wow. That's
You
all I
know,
can say.
for DJ
Wow.
Boom, just sit there and say there was some freaky shit happening.
Yeah, there was some weird shit going down in there. And people just looked weird because they were trying to look weird because of the black lights. And yeah, it was just fucked up. Fucking contacts with weird colored eyes.
Oh,
Everybody's eyes.
like the greens and the all that.
Yeah,
black-
everybody's fucking eyes would be glowing and shit, look like demons and devils, and
Sounds like
just a
fun.
fucked up room. Like it's a fucked up culture.
God bless our youth.
They had glow sticks in their mouths. Like, why you got a glow stick in your mouth? Why you want to look like a fucking jack-o'-lantern? They talk to you like, they fucking light in their fucking mouth with the eyes fucking glowing, and you're like, damn, you guys look like pumpkins.
Oh my God! Oh, and look, we got the
There's
road
Dan.
service himself. Danny Gibson is in the house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's Dan.
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 And we got Orion Matos, Joshua Anthony.
Oh yeah, man. We're just running right down,
Uh-huh.
man. These are all fans of DJ Boom.
That's right.
Let's see. Okay, here you go. That's for you.
Oh, we got 31 shares.
Well, Ryan,
We're
that
doing
no
all right
joke-
over here.
I'm telling you, man.
We're doing all right over here. People
That's
love
for
us.
you right there.
People
It's
love
no
us.
joke. That club was actually as he says it is. Did you see that right there? That
That's
post.
for Ryan.
Yep,
Right,
yep.
Meadows?
Yeah, I know. It's exactly what I said it was. It's had like 80s room downstairs, which the 80s vibe was cool. The rock room was dope. The women would get up on the bar and dance. That was a fucking vibe and a half. But
Mhm.
That
that
techno room.
that techno room was just weird, man. The people in there were on some other kind of fucking, some other
Mhm.
kind of world, some other kind of drugs, some other kind of
Yeah.
everything.
Man,
I
like
was on
like
weed and fucking beer. You know what I mean? Then people are on ecstasy and some weird fucking drinks that I don't
oh
remember what they were. They would sneak them in water bottles. I
Okay.
don't know what it was.
man.
You didn't drink water from nobody.
Oh hell no.
Mm-mm-mm.
You
That's
didn't
like
drink
weird.
water from nobody.
Well,
It
we
was
were
something-
talking about that our with the alcohol and how it changes from the happy to the mad to the piss and all that. Well, you had that in the techno room, so just add everything else, and you didn't know what the hell you were gonna get.
Nah, you know what you were getting in there? You're getting some freak shit.
Pretty
See,
much
it
sums
was
it up right
nuts.
there. Brian Meadows
Yep.
sums it up right there. It was nuts.
Mhm.
Hey man, feel free to share some of your stories.
Yeah, the people, the movements, the things that were going on in that room was like
Okay.
something like you something you think you'd see in a Special K, which was
Mhm.
mind you, Special K. A lot of people don't even know what that was. That's fucking horse tranquilizer
Mhm.
that's cooked on a plate until it dries up into a powdery form that you fucking snort. All right, so imagine a horse is what? Twice, 3 times the size of a human?
Oh God.
Oh, more than that,
I mean,
yeah.
and here we yeah. What a great idea, huh?
She's-
And here the young adult population fucking snorting horse tranquilizer through their nose called Special K.
Mm-mm-mm.
See, that's
Imagine what
just like-
those people acted like. There were people falling out.
Sound
They
like
were
a
like a
horse.
horse.
puking.
Yeah.
It was just
What?
weird shit. And then the people that could control it or think they could control it
I was just
We're-
gonna say.
were the ones that were like, and the fucking eyes are lit, and the fucking mouth's lit, and there's lights in their hands, and they're doing weird shit, and you're just sitting back like,
All right.
this
Well,
is
here
some
we got
fucking
this.
weird shit in this motherfucker.
Well, we're getting some confessions here because it says I was always on that floor.
Yeah, see,
Yep.
you were part of that weird fucking culture shit, weren't you? Right, you were in there with your mouth glowing, your eyes glowing, all the weird
Oh, my
movements, Special
God.
K up the fucking wazooku.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got an update on what it is. It's a cat tranquilizer.
That's an animal tranquilizer.
Whatever,
No,
man.
it's
It's a trick.
it's
Horse-
horse
Horse,
tranquilizer.
cat, whatever.
You know, that's the thing too, man.
Horse tranquilizer, not cat. Horse
shit,
tranquilizer.
Okay.
and that's the thing with all the drugs and shit. I mean, for me,
We used to
my-
cook it. That's how I
Yeah.
know. That's how I
Boom's
knew
like,
the
"Don't fucking
process.
tell me."
That's how I knew the process. I told you it's cooked on a fucking plate on the stove on low temp, not even a pan, a fucking porcelain plate on low temperature so it don't break the plate. You throw the fucking horse tranquilizer on it until it crystallizes. You scrape it up, bottle it, good to go.
He's like Martha Stewart here giving recipes and
Yeah,
shit.
really.
He's
used
like,
to
no,
do
no,
it.
no.
I used
Saute.
to make a lot of money. I used to make a lot of money
my
being a
God.
DJ, having Special K. Come on, man.
Oh man. See, like with me, with my issues, man, I back in for me, back in the day, it was in the 80s and shit. I'm 59 years old. So back then I was, it was weed, it was shrooms, it was ecstasy and stuff like. Thank God there was none of all that other shit that's out there right now.
Mhm.
But even back then, man, I'd be sitting there and my boys, they'd be either smoking weed. And for me, I'd smoke and enjoy two things would happen. I'd laugh my ass off or I'd go to sleep. So I was like, fuck that. Just give me more whiskey, give me more beer. And then all of a sudden at a bachelor party one time, buddy goes, hey man, here when I do a line. I'm like, man, I've never done one before, never done coke. He goes, well, just try it. I'm like, I did that first line of Yayo, and I was just like, this is the greatest shit ever.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like, you want, yeah, it's like, what do you want? You want another beer? Yes. You want another shot? Yes. You want to go jogging? Yes.
What do you want to do? Yes.
Yes. Oh my
See,
God.
I don't remember my first time doing coke like that. It's probably why I didn't get hooked on it.
Oh,
Because I felt like I did it and I felt like nothing happened. And maybe it was fake coke. Who knows?
Could have
Hey, it
been.
was Cheech
You know,
and
who
Chong,
knows?
man. Remember when Ajax fell on that plate?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
good shit, huh? Go. But, oh man. But yeah, that was it. And by the grace of God, man, I mean, I definitely went through my issues with addiction. And by the grace of God, here I am. I just celebrated 5 years sobriety on January 27th.
Yep.
And I hear the stories of these comeback stories of these awesome people in our family and others who come on and tell their stories of survival and just the wonderful stories. The meth, the heroin, and all that. Because I had plenty of
It gives a
opportunities
lot
to
of
grab that
positive
needle.
hope.
Oh,
There's a lot of positive hope because you see a lot of negative in it. You see a lot of people. I got a lot of friends that are dead. Both my brothers are dead.
oh
You
man,
know,
I'm sorry, brother.
I've got you know what I mean? I know a lot of everything I know is negative in drugs.
Mm.
So when I see the two people I know that are positive, I'm like, well, God bless you that you can at least have the strength to do it. There's people that just don't have it.
It
And
is
people
so
just
true.
don't have it.
And that's why I started my Fight Our War, is because I've been blessed, man. Over my years with my activities, man, I've been shot in the face, I've been stabbed, organ failure.
Shot
5
in the
years,
face. How'd that feel?
it stung a little.
You know, little. How did that feel? Fuck
Now
me.
I got a plate here, and then a year later, I got stabbed with a razor knife down the side of my face right there. So that's why they say, they go, man, you got a face for radio, brother. But what happened was too, man, they told me I went
Funny
into
friends.
organ failure, man. Not only is January 27th, my 5 years of sobriety, but I was in the hospital because I turned yellow as can be, man, from organ failure. And I was in there for 30 days, and they came in and they said, listen, we got to talk to you. This is not good. 6 out of 10 people with your numbers don't make it. And I'm like, the fuck, man? Well, I'm glad I'm not at those 6. They go, no, you don't get it. They're worse. They go, you have been in organ failure. Pancreas, kidneys, and liver have been failing for this month you've been in here.
Oh, wow.
However, the last 48 hours, 24 hours that we've been taking your blood, all your organs have shut down. Your pancreas, kidneys, and liver are no longer functioning. There's absolutely nothing we can do for you. They had hospice come in, take over my care. I had to call my mom and my family, come in. I had to say my goodbyes to my family, and which you talk about a crazy call, pick up my phone from the hospital. And I'm like, I go, Ma, and she goes, hey, how you doing? I'm going to be there in a little while. I go, Ma, I need you to come to the hospital now. She goes, well, I'm going to go grocery shop. Do you want me to bring you anything? And here I was just told by the doctors that I'm going to be dead in they said you've got less than 6 weeks to live. And so my ma and my family got there, and I go, I'm sorry, but I have to leave you. And my ma had no part of it. She's like, it's not up to them, it's up to God. And they ended up keeping me to pass the lab work over to hospice. So they took the blood. Well, next thing you know, they come back and they're taking more blood. And just long story short, I'll jump right to the chase. This went on for 5 days. Every 4 hours, they're coming in taking blood, but they're bringing doctors after doctors. My room was packed. On the last day, my room was packed full of doctors. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I want to go home. And the one doctor, she's like, he starts laughing. I'm like, motherfucker, you're laughing? You're sending me home? And this associate said, Manny, we're sending you home to live. They said, that's why all these specialists flew in here, from out of state, out of town, because you're in complete organ failure. Your pancreas, kidneys, and liver stop functioning. There is no coming back from that. But when we checked your blood to transfer the paperwork, we saw movement. And that last day when they did the final blood draw, my pancreas, kidneys, and liver were functioning at normal labs.
Woo.
And here I am 5 years later, man. No medication. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Boom. I really do. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you. And
Wow.
and this is back, you're talking about COVID. This is 5 years ago when COVID hit. So I never had any counseling because everything was shut down. They said, if you have withdrawals, if you have cravings, if you feel like you're going to kill yourself or anything, go to ER because nothing was available. By the grace of God, I have never had a craving or withdrawal. I've never gone to any type of counseling because it wasn't available. So that's why I started My 5 Hour War, man, to give back. And just all these stories of comeback.
In some way, this is like your counseling.
It really is, brother. It really, really is.
In some way, this is kind of your therapy.
Yeah, and getting to meet you guys, I like your energy, and just hearing your backstory is what makes me feel alive. And having you as a guest on the show, King Handsome, and all these amazing people who are chiming in, and all of you, if you're part of DJ Bobby Boom, if you're part of King Handsome, Skylar Ray, and if you want to come on and share your stories, it doesn't have to be addiction, to have a title to be a bad day. Of stories of comeback. Come on, like DJ Bobby Boom, and share your stories. I'd be honored to have you guys on. So please hit me up and let's do this, man. But that's just a little backstory on why this is all going and why it meant so much for me to have you on, man, because picking up on your stories, I told King Handsome, man, I go, I really want this guy to come on. And here you are.
Yeah.
I'm glad you inquired about me.
Yeah.
Glad you inquired about me, and I'm happy to be here.
Oh,
I'm happy to be here. It's fun.
It's definitely fun, and I love your whole kind of premise too, man. It's just like there ain't no script, When you're having fun, you don't need one.
You're just talking your shit. It's just talking your shit.
Oh man,
like when opening this studio for say, after the fire and everything that happened. I did a few shows in my house, and then I decided to build this studio that I'm in right now with the money that was donated because they did start a GoFundMe. Now, mind you, only 7 people donated to that GoFundMe. Out of the hundreds of thousands of people that walked in and out of my studio partying and everything else, only 7 people put on that GoFundMe and ended up only being around $700. That I was grateful for. I promised those people that donated I would not let them down, that I would not take their money and fucking run, that you will see something out of what you donated. Well,
man.
Wow.
Here we are. I built this studio here, and I built it from the ground up because this studio was closed. Well, this building, for say, has been closed since 1969. There was a fire that happened, and it took this particular place out. And no one's decided to do anything with it. I came here and got this place because I work for a property management company, and this owner is one of our clients. And I knew this place was here, and I walked into it one time, and I'm like, wow, with some work, this would be a dope place. Well, once I had the utility use for it, because I was already burnt out, I went to him and I asked him if he'd do something for me. And he's like, yeah. He says, while you're in there building it, he said, this is a deal he made with me. He said, he will pay for the bathroom. Anything that needed to be built up in the bathroom, he would pay for. Everything else I paid for. Now, flooring, sheetrock, paint,
Mm.
some plumbing, ceilings, lights, all that, the bar, everything I paid for. But he did not charge me for the whole time that I was here building it, which I built it by myself.
Nice.
So it went to spring, almost to Christmas. Almost till Christmas. So it was a long time, took a while for me to build it.
Mhm.
And then he didn't charge me for 6 months after it was completed. And then he only charges me $500 a month. There's that special $500 number again. Right? He only charges me $500 a month, everything included. I got heat, electric,
Ooh.
and I just take care of the fucking place.
What a blessing, man.
You're also blessed. Yeah.
I tell you,
Wow.
with my past, with all our stories, man, we all do shit that we regret, and there's times where I look back and it's just like almost feeling guilty, of some of these things, like not deserving. It's like, fuck that. You know what? I had to own and take responsibility of everything I did, and once I owned it, it no longer owned me. And now these blessings, man, just like yours, are so incredible, man. And it's starting with the show. It's starting with the people I've met through this show, from everyone from you to Ryan to everyone else on here. And Ryan, you are so right, man. The higher power. I am so very blessed. And these opportunities I will never take for granted. And, just by giving back, man, because no one would blame you, man, if you, just focused on your craft and all that stuff. But you nailed it when you said those people who were there, like you said, first of all, the thousands, that reap the benefits prior to. Well, you always hear, you'll see who your friends are when you're down.
Yeah.
And
And
man,
that hurt. That hurt. That fucking hurt. Mentally, physically, that hurt. Because I thought I had a lot of people that behind me. When the
Man.
place burned down and after I calmed down and all that, I'm like, my community got me. I really thought my community had me. They did not have me.
Wow.
They
Man,
did not.
And
did
you know
not.
what? And I got you too, where you're saying, you know what? It's not even the financial part that got you. It's just like after all that time when things were riding high, having fun, and now all that. I love this one too, man. I got your back. I always got you. I got you. Yeah, they got you when you're riding high.
The people that say that, you cannot listen.
No,
And I followed for that twice.
Mhm.
I followed for that twice. So when I built this place, I thought, you know what? I'm going to build a big team.
Mhm.
I'm going to build a big team. And I'm going to help out all these youngsters. Because nobody ever helped me. So I felt like maybe I could help them. And it did not work out. It
Man.
did not work out. These
That's
youngsters feel like they get to a point where they think they know it all. And instead of them moving on and you want to be proud for them, they want to fight with you and try to take you down and thinking they're going to move up off that. And that's the kind of bullshit I had for this year alone. This year alone, it was huge. Because I had a team of 24 people. And let's say, when you put the rotten apple next to the good apples, the good apples start to rot. Well, this is what happened down the line.
Oh.
And
I
it was
got
just,
you. That's a great way to put it, brother. I mean,
and it was just a lot of bullshit to the point where I had to cut a lot of that big team and just take it down to my small circle that we kind of started with a
mhm.
couple of add-ons that I found that were loyal. King Handsome, Music Man. You know what I mean? There's a few other people, that I found that are loyal that I kept around me. Everybody else, they were still friends. We can still be cool. You just can't be that close to within my life because you're fucking me up.
That and
You know what I mean?
I got you so much because when I first started doing this whole thing, I jumped in here thinking, well, here's followers, here's people, members, and all that. I need all these numbers. I need more to be bigger and better and better. Well, thank God the first show I did was Sober Patrol with Brad McLeod, and I did a show called Hard Knocks. The first two shows I ever did, and thank God they were with people who had class and morals, and they respected, and they saw the drive in my eyes and my voice, and they took me under their wing. And they really opened my eyes to what to be careful for. And
Mhm.
it's almost word for word what you said. You don't need to surround yourself with an army full of people to make up power numbers. You need to surround yourself with loyalty and close knit, that you know who has who. And that's like myself and Skylar Ray, King Handsome. We talk about our circle. And all these other people who are doing these shows and like, yeah, Manny, come on with us, man. We got you. We got you. Well, first of all, if you have to keep telling me over and over how much you got me, you ain't got me. You know,
They
just
don't
like my
got
old
you.
man used to say, you know, son, we get in these fights and shit. And we'd be talking. I'm like, yeah, Dad, this dude, man, he's talking all this shit. How he gonna whip my ass? And he was the biggest one. I go, he's the first one I knocked the fuck out. And he goes, don't worry about the one running his mouth. Worry about the one who's not saying a word. That's the one. Same thing in our situation. The one who's running his mouth, how great he is, he's got your back, is the first one that'll turn tail and run. The one who tells you one time, DJ Boom, yeah, I love you, I respect you, I'm here. He doesn't have to keep reminding you, you know it. So
No, I don't need my ass padded.
no,
I don't need
no.
my ass padded. And I tell you, I got that a lot, and that's where I fell into it. You get all these people tell you you're the GOAT, you're this, you're that, and you hear it all the time, and that's where I fell into it. That's where I fell into it. And then it came to the point where I'm like, you know what? These people are fucking fake, and I don't need it no more.
Mhm.
They're just fake, and it's over. Plain and simple. I don't need my ass padded. I know what I do. I know what I've done. I know what I can do. I may not know what I'm going to do in the future, but I'm sure it's going to be fucking great.
All right.
Oh, damn. I love that. And the thing
Uh-huh.
is, too, it's just like, I don't need you telling me you're going to be there for me. Just fucking be there. Words are words. Just be there with your actions. And another one, too, is, man, you know, is it's just it's just frustrating as hell because you sit there and you want to put yourself in solid and all that stuff, but when it comes to who it's going to be, I don't want people to be yes people, to be fake. If I'm fucking up, I want you to tell me and be honest. That's being real. I don't want you to save my feelings by fucking lying to me. And so yeah, so I'm learning from like some of the best, and I've been very blessed in that aspect. And it means a lot, man. And just hearing your stories, hearing your philosophy, and it just blends right in with everyone that I've been dealing with.
Mhm.
King Handsome, man, Skylar Ray, Ian Bick, AJ Galante, all these people, Cliche, all these entertainers that are big time entertainers, man, who didn't have to give me the time of day, who not only gave me their time of day to come on my show, but brought me into that inner circle. And like I said, that's a respect that means a lot to me, man. Because as a former Detroit police officer, that brotherhood is tight. And then when I lost my mind, I've always rode Harleys with crazy fuckers. I rode with the Detroit Highwaymen. I went from a lawman to an outlaw. 1 minute I'm working with the feds, and then I'm actually being tapped, with by that. So you get solid individuals like we got, and like who right here. Diaz says you got 3 solid people, someone can take over the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true. It's
I mean,
absolutely true. But they gotta have the same kind of work and mindset as you. It's
definitely.
tough. It's tough when, like, for say me, I got all the energy in the world. I got all the motivation in the world. I got all that. I got all the fuel in the world to do whatever the fuck I want to do. But if I got the next person that I might want to help me, or the next person I might want to collab with me, and they're they're kind of dragging their feet, I'm going to leave them behind.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes, sir.
I'm going to leave them behind. And there's going to be feelings because that person's going to feel a certain kind of way. But I'm going to leave them behind because you got to keep moving to grow. You can't keep down here and keeping the wheels spinning in the mud.
Hmm.
It's not doing it. You got to keep growing. And the people that are around you should be growing with you. And if they're not growing with you, you got to leave them behind
Mhm.
because because what are you going to do? You got to go all the way back down to
Then
to
come up.
to to help these people. Now you went back down. Now you're going to try to get back up again. when you were already up here. So the easiest and best way to do it is you leave these people behind. And now that doesn't mean you should be fighting and arguing
Mm-mm.
but you just leave them people down where they are. Give
Mm-hmm.
them the chance, maybe later on in life, you might see them up here again. You know, maybe they need to see your motivate. Maybe they need to get motivation and see you doing it, so they start getting their motivation to to do it. But
Definitely.
while they're not doing it, you got to keep moving. You got to
Oh,
keep going.
You know, and again, that same worth ethic is so true because myself and Skylar Ray, we were talking about, and that's one thing that we decided at such a quick pace here. Hey, we're going to collaborate. Not only that, man, we're doing stuff. It's only been a few months, and we are making solid plans for our futures and these shows that we're doing together, and that's because. Every time I talk to him, he is busting his ass in that studio nonstop. And every time he get a hold of
He's
me,
always doing something.
oh yeah, and every time he
I don't
gets a
even
hold
know
of me,
him, but I see what he's doing, and I'm like, damn, he's always
he's
doing something.
amazing. And every time he'd hit me up, I'm doing something, always going live, doing shows, going here, doing all this
Studio
stuff.
work, though.
And one time he said, one reason me and him click is exactly what you said: is I'm going to grind. I want you to grind. I don't expect you to do more than me, less than me. At least do what I'm doing. And then another thing we said is, you know what? It's fine, to bust your ass. And when people are looking and all that, yeah, you get that little bit of notoriety. Hey, man, you guys are really busting your ass in shows. But how hard are you working when no one's watching? That's the key. And I'm going to bust my ass just as hard when no one's watching as I am. And when we got that together, man, things just started happening. So, man, you nailed it, brother.
That worked.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
Without a doubt.
And it comes with age. It definitely comes with age and experience. For you to actually learn it. Some youngsters though, they can have it, and I think they have it because they listen to people that are older than them, and that's a rare commodity in a youngster.
Yes, it is.
A
It
rare
really
commodity.
is. Because
I get
sometimes they
called-
feel entitled.
Yep, I got called old man the other day by one of them, and I'm 48. All right, I'm 48. I got called an old man. I'm like, this old man will whoop your fucking ass. Will whoop your ass from wall to wall, ceiling to floor. Like, who are you fucking kidding? Who are you calling old?
That's like me. I will take my ARP card out
This
now.
is Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Ain't nobody paying me to take a fucking fall. All right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not old.
I tell you, boom, I got you for some years. I'm 59. It was so funny. I was doing the show. It's funny you say that about the old man thing, because I got one a little bit better and actually worse, because I'm sitting there watching and I get a shout out from someone doing a live show. So I go to the show and I'm watching it, and this person is talking. They had a really bad meth problem and just terrible issues going on. And now he's into MMA. And the host said, listen, man, you're doing great for all these years, man. You were just losing your life in this battle to meth. What was the turnaround? And this guy, he goes, well, listen, I was on this show with this dude, Manny Vitale, and she goes, oh, yeah, Manny Vitale, my fighter war. He's tight with this family. We love him. He's like the grandpa of, and I was in, but she tried to cover it up. Her exact words, the way she put it was, oh, yeah, we know Manny Vitale. We love him from My Fight or War. He's like the grandpa. He's a good-looking dude. Motherfucker. All without taking a breath. So I got you, man. So I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, son of a bitch. So then her producer hits me up.
I'm Unk. I'm not grandpa. Well, actually, I am grandpa, but I'm Unk to everybody else. God damn it!
Oh man, they're like, hey, Manny, listen, man, we still want you on the show. When are you gonna book? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll still come on that show. I go, Grandpa's waiting, and the producer's like, she said it, not me. Threw her ass under the bus. But yeah, so I feel you, man. She was like, oh, yeah, we know, man. He's like a grandpa, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. So I got to give him some I got to give some props to Kalisha at Pine Case Podcast. Thank you, Kalisha, for aging me, and for Calico, the producer. Thank you for throwing her under the bus afterwards. But I love you, Kalisha. I can't wait to do your show. I'm really looking forward to it. Me and my ARP card. I got to make sure I got my hearing aid, make sure my denture.
Make sure you bring the AARP.
Yeah, man, I want a discount. Oh, good
Bring
lord,
your
man.
certificate for your fucking grave burial.
Mm,
You know, let them know you got that.
Oh, say yeah, the old man's covered. I want my senior discount.
All
I
that.
want- I want you to validate my parking.
Yep. I want a parking handicap. I'm so old. You kidding me? Shit.
Oh man. So I know you said something earlier with your crazy ass schedule for tonight. I know you got something going on, and this is either with the fan or the stalker who's gonna ask for an autograph or kill you. So what are we looking at here?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him as of yet, but I know he's here. Like he's on his way from Worcester. He's taking a Peter Pan bus to Fall River. He come from Omaha, so he's come a long way.
Okay.
Yeah, he's come a long way.
And why is that?
I guess we look really cool in Omaha. You know what I mean? I told the guys like, hey, this isn't the promised land over here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You don't come to Massachusetts and make it big. We don't even really have a music industry. You know what I mean? Massachusetts don't really have a music industry.
Oh,
we got
man.
what we got. It's just now starting to get a little bit of ear to the streets now. You know what I mean? Like to the actual music industry with some people that are actually making motion out here now.
Mm-hmm.
But when's the last rap artist you've heard make it out of Boston? New Kids on the Block?
Marky Mark?
You know what I mean?
I mean,
So,
yeah, no, seriously though. I mean, who?
There's nothing I can think of, and somebody's going to tell me, oh, some Boosie Boo or some dumb shit that I'm not going to fucking know, and that's the case. It doesn't matter because I don't know him. If I don't know him and I'm a DJ, then it doesn't count, because nobody else has heard of him neither. It's just not happening. King Handsome's at the door. I gotta let in King Handsome. Give me a moment.
Oh man, I tell you what, I love doing this shit. This is the first time I have ever talked to DJ Bobby Boom. First time.
Mm-hmm.
And I could guarantee you it's not the last. I mean,
yeah.
And that's why, and to everybody who's jumped on here, I can't stress enough how much it means to me. I know you're here to see Bobby, and I get it, and I'm good with that. But if you guys would like to jump on with me here at My Fight Art War, please hit me up, man. If you got a story, and we all have a story, please hit me up. Is he there?
He's here. He's coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Look like he came with an army.
Whoa. Oh, good Lord. At least you know what? When he gets ready, man, he's got to tell his Kentucky story about how he went off and almost whoa.
You know they want to see you.
There he is.
My brother. Hey man, don't be a Skyler. Don't do Skyler and Pound Cake. Let the man breathe.
Love you guys. Shout out to Manny, man. Shout out to OG. Whoa.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. Whoa.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
How you doing, man?
Oh, nice to see you.
He jumping around?
He fucked me all up over here. He's all messed up now.
I'm just gonna. He just busted your mic.
We got a whole bunch of young people here.
This my
hey, what's up?
He's working on his music. Shout out, man. That's Manny right there. OG in the background.
That's right.
How you doing?
Oh,
we got
you see the sweater?
We got real little mans right here.
Hey, 503.
This baby Joel. He's working on his
how
music
you doing,
too.
man?
It's a flashy.
Okay. Looks like quite a party going on.
Right here. He's bigger than me.
Yeah, come down. There you go.
Rush out the police station.
He's a tall one over here.
But yeah, that's my guys, man. They with me today. Uncle Juju.
Hey, they're in good hands. They're in good hands.
Definitely. You guys got a fire interview. I've been tuned in.
Yeah, we're talking.
Love you though, Manny. Whoa.
I love you, brother. I love you, man.
Love you too, OG.
Look at Fleece picture.
Love you
Shout
too,
out
baby.
to Flea Lord.
She got the big chain.
No, you guys still, I'm still with Boom.
Man, they came in like a hurricane, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, you were just like,
Well, more like a wrecking ball, but
yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man, it's always
Oh,
good to
shit.
see Will. Oh man.
Well,
Well,
he's
Yeah,
got a
the
shooter.
place
He's
was
got another
quiet.
oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Shit, I keep
Yeah.
forgetting you got stuff going on here. What time? What are we looking at?
It's
It's
after
7 o'clock.
7. It's 7.
7:09.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because we know you got an 8 o'clock show,
Hey
right?
man, well, this is
Yeah, I
this
got
is
8 o'clock. I got 8 o'clock Boom Squad radio show with featuring Pearl Handle. Now
All
she's a
right.
female artist out in the area. She's making noise.
all right. Well, I tell you what, man. I know you're busy, and but I cannot thank you enough. And I really, I definitely want to stay in touch, and I'd really love to do some more work with you and have you on more.
Hey,
And let's
I'm
just
doing
have
good.
some
It's my
fun.
third blunt of the show.
But
This is my third blunt of the show. We're doing all right.
so is that good? Is that good?
Yeah, you kept me happy.
Good. Good.
This
Nah,
is the
man,
third blunt of the show. So, and we've
Well,
only been on for about an hour.
a little over an hour, man. But seriously, man, I just want to thank you so much, man. For
Oh, thank
coming
you for having
on,
me.
and I really look forward to having you on. And just I go on all the time. I love going live, and it doesn't have to be for a reason. I mean,
I
if
see you all the time.
yeah, if
just
you
random shit.
if you got time, and if you're just hanging out, and you're like, you know what, just call, you got my number. Just give me a call. And say, man, you want to go live? And just it'll be a combination of music and mayhem and bar talk. Boom, and let's just let it rip anytime you want, man. Open invitation. I'd be honored.
Hey, can you open the
Uh-oh.
door? Somebody's
And
outside.
where do we go to see Bar Fight?
He's gonna be on his. I'm
Our
gonna
fight
come
is
out. I'm
going to
gonna,
be right here on my Facebook
Okay.
page.
Okay, on
Yep.
at the 18th of
8
February,
o'clock.
right?
No, he's on tonight, man. Tonight you're
Yep,
gonna
February 18th.
The Bar
okay.
Fight. That's a special one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. But
Well, I wrote it
all right,
down.
but I'll tell you what. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let you get ready. Besides that, I want to watch you at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
So hey, thank you again, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. It's
And-
been a lot of fun.
And like I said, please, anytime you want, hit me up. You got my number.
Welcome to the family.
Gotcha, bro.
All right, man.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Bye bye
All
now.
right. There you go. Okay. Woo! His energy ever since I saw that first show and all his videos and
Mhm.
just the energy, man. And King Handsome told me that he was special. He
Mhm.
said he's got a heart, and just besides his talent and all that other stuff, just like his backstory about the all the charities and stuff is stuff I love because
Mhm.
I'm gonna pop you on here.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm somewhere.
Oh,
there we
just
are.
the stories that people, I mean, his crew and all that, obviously they know all that, but I
Yeah.
didn't,
Yeah.
and now people who are part of my fight and all that other stuff, now they know all this stuff
His
about
special Easter egg hunt with the
just
kids,
everything, man. And
and
it
then
just
for
makes
his
that,
birthday.
it makes a special man, DJ
Mhm.
Bobby Boom that much more special, not for being something he's not, for being exactly what he is.
Mhm.
And that's what's cool as hell.
Mhm.
So that was cool, man. I really enjoyed that. So to all you guys, that are, it's so funny. I'm sitting here. I don't know if you noticed. I've been going, what the fuck? What is floating all over the
Oh,
place
it's from
in
your
here?
eye surgery
For those of you know, man, I had that procedure on my eye
yesterday.
and got these damn floaters. So they had to go in there with the laser and zap the shit out of it. So they told me that what'll happen is it's actually going to make it worse for the next 24 hours because it dissolved everything or it broke everything up. And now it's just all floating around and then it absorbs right into the tissue. But until then, it's just like,
Snow? What's going on? There's something
Oh,
floating in
man.
the air.
but you know what? Tyler's on,
Yep.
Ryan, for everything, all your comments for everybody. I
Mhm.
appreciate you. I appreciate your time, Felicity. I hear a ton of awesome stuff about you as well. Let's see who else. There's just a lot of people and just sharing it, and it means everything. And if you guys could check us out, besides at My Fight Our War,
Mondays at
on
7?
Wednesdays with my brother Skylar Ray.
Also at 7.
Please check us out on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Me and the amazing Skylar Ray on
Yes.
Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Mondays we have guests come on and tell their stories, whether whatever it is, their stories, their testimonials. We are actually booked up until April. When we first started having guests come on, do the lives on Monday, it's been a while now that we started doing it. But for a while, it's just like, hey, man, you want to share your stuff? Hit up OG and we'll get you scheduled to come on. And after the shows, like the next day, I'm like, okay, how are we looking? I go, how many people are booked? She's like, none. Like, huh. So the next time and the next time, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't stop. I didn't give up. So we just kept pushing and just kept opening up more doors for people. Because what got to me one time is people were saying how they were trying to get their story out, and they were turned down by some other shows because the host didn't feel that their story was engaging enough.
It's not for the
And that
host.
pissed me off.
That means the host wasn't
That
engaging
pissed
enough.
me off. It's like, you know what? Screw you. You know, this is my family. This is, I created this sucker, and we are a family together, and family has time for family. And if you've got a story to tell, I'm going to give you this platform to tell it. And it's something that means a lot to me. And I appreciate you guys doing it. I just love here. Handsome. Here he sends a post door.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what does that mean? Oh, he's at the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Felicity, I tell you what, King Handsome's got a lot of love for you because he was telling me about you helping out with his song and stuff like that. So for everyone, you know, that see, you guys all know the backstory and all that, but for the people that don't, it is such an honor for me to be part of this craziness and this madness. It means everything. And of course, we got Danny Gibson with Katie and all you guys. This is just a hell of a ride. And let's see. I just don't. Did I miss anything, or is there anything that you saw that we need to?
No, it's all looking good. It was just so funny to see what somebody said. The little woes.
The little woes.
They're with Uncle Juju.
Uncle Juju, Julian. Yeah, the little woes in the house.
That's so nice.
And this comment right here, you know, we all learn the hard way, man. And you are so right. And the sad part is when you've been given that blessing and you don't, you know, you don't learn,
don't take the
and
lesson.
something happens, God forbid, you're no longer with us. We've all lost too many people, and this right here.
And he lost 2 brothers.
Yeah. Yes.
I was gonna ask, and I thought, well, maybe he didn't expand, so I thought, okay, not.
You know, I love these posts and these quotes and comments. God is good is something that if it wasn't for God, my faith, you know, I wouldn't be here. But and then just right down the line, the higher power took care of me. And you know, we were talking about people and faith and all that. And trust me, I am never going to run around and shove a Bible in your face. I'm never going to sit there and tell you, you have to do this to recover. You have to do this to be happy. I'll never do that, man. And, but what I will do and what our family will do is we'll share comments. We'll share our stories. And if you choose to use some of it, great. If you choose not to, no harm, no foul. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just all good. And this, I tell you, I did not know what to expect.
No.
I mean, I knew that it was going to be a lot of fun, you know, without a doubt, just from watching his shows, just from listening to King Handsome and everyone else, and did not disappoint. I mean, and I'm looking forward. I want to talk to so many of you guys. He was talking about David John Kendrick.
We're booked. He's already got. We're not booked yet. We're gonna give him a date. I got the email. I got the picture. Honey, I've been working.
I tell you, OG, when the reason that she's not on, well, obviously is because our guest. Yes. But okay, I'm gonna take her off for a second. Okay, now I got my guest on. We're doing our stuff, and now we got comments coming in. They're rolling. They're rolling. So if that was the case, what would you be doing?
I'd be
So
answering
you'd
them,
be
making a
head-
comment,
you would
welcoming
be-
them.
well,
Hi.
you would be.
Uh-huh.
So then, if I were to put her on, all you would see is.
I'd be looking
not-
down. I
She would be
wouldn't-
just like that
Yeah,
the whole time, because
looking
there
at
were
my phone.
times where I actually clicked her on to come on. I'd say, okay, let's bring OG on.
Nice shot of my forehead.
So, and all you see is this, and then I'll look up and it's like, oh, but that's because of you guys. It's
Yeah.
because of
Well, they know. They see me coming at
yeah,
them, you know?
yeah. So again,
But I get loving while you're talking. I get some loving. I do.
oh
I
yeah, they all know. Everyone
Yeah.
knows, and to everybody on here from state, everybody,
Yeah.
thank you. And this is just the beginning.
The family is just growing. It's just beautiful. Some beautiful people have just come into our life,
It's
the family's life.
it-
It's
it
just a
is.
lovely thing.
Yeah, and it's so neat too
A
because
blessing.
this is a whole nother a new journey
Yeah.
for me because
A new
I
path. You
know
expanded your paths.
I know absolutely zero about the music industry
Mhm.
as far as the inner workings. Why
Mhm.
now? How would I? I
Mhm.
mean, I don't give a shit about producing because it doesn't involve me. All I care about is when I turn the song on, it's like, man, that sounds fucking hot. That's
Yeah.
good. When I turn this and I hear I have King Handsome, Skylar Ray, and everybody else just letting it rip on here, it's like, bam. Well, now I've got such a deeper appreciation
Mhm.
the
A lot of
hard
work.
work that all of you entertainers do.
Oh,
And not just you guys, your producers, your directors, your editors, your merchandise, your
Mhm.
managers, your people.
mhm.
God bless you, man. And like I said, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So unless anyone has something that they want to pop on, because I see we're down to, well, let's see.
Well, Stacy had to go.
Stacy,
Dan's
if
still
anyone
here.
else wants to give a shout out before we leave, because I don't think anyone's been on in a bit. Let's see, the last one was Danny.
Mhm.
Sorry, I've reached out yet when I get home. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
we
you
got
should
you
have
there.
texted me.
But other than that, thank you guys so much for a
Mhm.
great night. And today's still Saturday.
Still Saturday.
Tomorrow, please check out My Fight Our War on YouTube. We will be dropping yet another show that
Right around
we
7 o'clock.
record.
Mhm.
Yes, in New York. And Monday, we have a show with
Phyllis Klaber.
Phyllis Clay. What was
Excuse
that?
me. My voice. I'm starting to sound like you. Phyllis Klaber from
Ah.
Alabama.
We got the Southern family.
Uh-huh.
So join us for Phyllis Claber on Monday at
Mhm.
7 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, on Wednesday, Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And I believe
You got a new show.
Is it
on
Thursday?
Tuesday. Aaron all night.
Airing All Night is Thursday. And I just got to verify. But as of now, this Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Screaming
Eastern
Scott.
time, I have the pleasure of doing a show with a radio icon
Mhm.
who has been part of Detroit radio for going on 30 years.
Yeah.
He was a member of the Riff. He is now at WCSX, which is 94.7 on Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. And that is the one and only Screaming Scott Randall.
Mhm.
And his
Side-
brother, his sidekick,
sidekick.
Loco Joe, aka Pancho and Cisco, ride again. So join us on Tuesday. And basically, every time you open your eyes, you're going to see my ass jumping on here live because
As you
I'm
all
off
know.
work till June
Mhm.
because of my issues. Issues.
Issues. His
But,
shoulder.
all right, OG, you got anything?
Just everybody have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. And we will see you on Monday with Phyllis, Tuesday with Screaming Scott and Loco Joe, Wednesday with Music and Mayhem, and Thursday with Aaron all night.
There you go.
Disney week.
There you
Woo,
go.
woo.
All right, man. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And as always, keep fighting a good fight.
Night now.